So here's another example. You may have heard about Log4j earlier this year. It was a big enough deal that it was in the news. Log4j is a common piece of software used in many web-enabled software products and devices, from line of business applications to printers to security cameras to even some pieces of network equipment. Log4j has what's called a zero-day exploit, meaning the bad guys knew about it before the good guys did and before the manufacturers could fix the vulnerability. But more than that, the software that is vulnerable to Log4j is in so many different community devices that it's almost impossible to eliminate all of the vulnerabilities out there because some of those devices don't even have manufacturer support anymore. Exploited, the Log4j vulnerability lets a bad actor inject their own software onto a vulnerable device running with top-level privileges. And if the vulnerable device is connected directly to the internet and listening to and responding to unfiltered requests, a bad actor can technically attack that Log4j vulnerable device from anywhere else in the world. So the attack starts with the attacker using readily available tools to scan the internet for connected vulnerable devices. You can technically even use Google for it. Those automated tools test every device found, and it takes a while, but they're automated tools, so they're just scanning down through the list, and they're looking for any that respond in a vulnerable way. And in this case, the attack has found a web-enabled video camera that the floor managers plugged in to mine the workspace, that the manager wanted to be able to watch remotely. But the camera's running software that's vulnerable to the Log4j exploit. So now the camera is running software that the bad actor has injected on it. The camera is silently doing its original job, probably, but it also lets the bad actor scan the network to see what else is around the camera and launch new attacks. And potentially now they're inside your organization's network firewall. Now we have lateral movement. The bad actor from the camera found another device on the network that was vulnerable to something else. And while that device may not be visible from the internet, it was visible on the network from the camera. That device has potentially valuable business information on it. So the bad actor launches a ransomware attack on that device and the other devices they can get access to, hoping to extort money from you to get your data back. Your employees never took any improper actions and never had to do anything to enable the attacker to make progress. Protecting against this type of zero-day attack usually means managing your IT surface areas, being cognizant and selective about what's visible from the internet, and putting sensors and eyes in place internally to detect unusual traffic, even if it's happening from inside your office.